Mystery messenger. A message for the commander. I'm the queen's bodyguard. She sent me to tell you she's arrived at the camp incognito, as planned. You can find her where the minor nightly orders are camped. Come if you wish to speak with her. I'll visit her when time permits. Nice. Okay, I need to see if there's an elf talking to anyone. No, no, doesn't seem like it. Darren's here. I don't see any mysterious elf at all.
What's in wait for me there?
I find it odd that I can't tell the boy, the guy over there, that I saw Kaylissa. Maybe because I still don't exactly know that it is her. Yeah, so this is Queenie, okay. Where is the storyteller? Wasn't he supposed to be around here? He's supposed to be around here. Does anyone know where the storyteller is? Maybe then chapel? Nope. Where is the storyteller? Need to talk to him.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Also, I think I'm blinded? No, she's no longer blinded. Oh, maybe because I had to reset. So Necromancer never managed to blind anyone. Okay, I guess. Yeah, give all these away. Oh, I got a longbow +1. Okay. Don't need all of those. Don't need this. Definitely don't need all of these. 35. I was keeping this. Don't need this, and I don't need this. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I have a new recipe. And the heads. Good. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. Maybe I can talk to Soziel again. Hey there, bro. Tell me about you. Oh god. Okay, here we go. To be honest, I don't have much to tell. I had done little with life until I met you. But if you want to know anything, just ask. Where are you from? From Andorran. I grew up in the outskirts of Carpenden, a large, rich city surrounded by gardens and vineyards. Just imagine miles and miles of greenery and fragrant orchids. My family had a small winery. I worked there from a young age. I pressed juice, did a little carpentry, painted, and one day I discovered I could do more with paint than simply cover walls with it. There was a temple of Shellen nearby. My brother and I would often spend our days there, listening to music and enjoying the stained glass windows. As a boy, my brother decided to devote himself to serving the Eternal Rose, Our parents hoped that at least I would remain to run the family business, but it can't be helped. The goddess called me too. It's alright. I still have plenty of cousins, second cousins, and other relatives. When this war is over, I'll go back there and see how they're doing. So you're an artist. That's too grand a word for it, but yes. I love to paint and I know how to. Of course, a crusade isn't the best place for art. What I managed to draw here is at best sketches. I hope when this war is over, I'll be able to turn them into real paintings. Hmm, interesting. Too bad I don't know anything about art. Unfortunately, in this place and time, the art of war is more important. You're an expert in that, which means we may yet see a time when people in these lands carelessly paint, write books, and sing songs again. Instead of working as a craftsman, you decided to serve a deity? An interesting turn of fate. Sozio nods with a smile. Some clerics are proud of their tender hands, which have never touched anything heavier than a brush. But there's nothing ugly about a hard-earned calluses. Indeed, I should say that saving the world is easier than with strong hands. I'm sorry these hands couldn't save the people who died in Canabres. But how did you end up there? I was hoping to find Trevor in the city, my brother. After my brother took his vows and was ordained a paladin of Shaylin, he departed for the crusade. He wrote home often about everything he saw, his battles, the people he helped. From his letters, I learned that he had joined the Eagle Watch in Canabres. But soon his letters became infrequent, and then they stopped altogether. Uh-oh. I hope his brother wasn't the leader of the Eagle Watch, the one that was caught, corrupting and all that, and eventually had to be killed away. We feared news of his death, but silence was our only answer. Not a word from him, or from his command, or his brother-in-arms. Nothing. In the end, I couldn't wait any longer and I came here myself to find Trevor, if he's still alive. Or his grave, if he should have perished. But my brother seems to have vanished. I tried asking the other paladins, but they refused to talk to me, and it's very much like they're trying to avoid the need to lie. I sent official requests to their order's command, still I wait in vain for their answer. I joined the local church of Shaling, hoping to find out the truth one day, but the city was attacked by demons. Oh, there's no chaotic option. How foolish, with your brother out of the way. If you stayed at home, you'd have inherited the family fortune. He would destroy, like he would hate me. When your brother was preparing to become a paladin of Shaylin, did he learn some kind of art too? Yes. He's always been a good wood carver. Toys, whistles, window frames. Our house was the most beautiful in the area, all dressed in his wooden filigree, from the rating on the stairs to the wooden bird on the roof. Sadly, the story is all too common. Many go missing in war. I know. Perhaps it's self-important to hope that it will be I who finds their loved one, when every day tens and hundreds of others perish. But you see, this isn't just about vain hope. Not anymore. The Order has surrounded his disappearance with a curtain of silence, and it's natural for me to want to unravel this mystery, even if I live to regret it. Okay, how did you end up in the court? When the city was attacked by demons, there was a hospital in our church. Every one of us prepared to fight to the last, to cover the evacuation. But our Mother Superior wouldn't let me join the fight. She sent me for help. And everyone who stayed was killed. Why did she choose me? Maybe it was because I was new, the youngest and the least experienced of all clerics, and I wouldn't be much in help in battle. Or maybe she was giving me a chance to survive while the rest of them bravely died. Shalim, be my witness. I did not ask for this. I would be honored to lay my own head next to theirs. I ran to the closest Mendevian garrison. I don't know by what miracle I got there. There were demons all around, and everything was on fire. I remember my horse was killed right under me while I fought off some shrieking monsters. But when I came to, I awoke among friends. My first thought was that it must have been a dream. In my delirium, Queen Godfrey herself was dressing my wounds. But it was true. It was the queen herself, tending to a lowly warrior. That's how I ended up in her army. I marched with them back to Canaris, to the ruins. How do you manage to always look like you're on your way to a tea party, not a battle? Sozia looks down for a few moments, searching in silence for the right words. When I first got here, to the word wound, the word terror doesn't convey half of what I felt. The land itself here is maimed and mutilated, desecrated, but more frightening still is what the war does to people, to their bodies and souls. For every knight in shiny armor, there are 100 warriors whose souls are maimed with fear, suffering, and cruelty. Many have forgotten why they're here. And now, know only war. When there is a break in the fighting, they drink themselves into oblivion and wallow in the mud. They're rotting alive and don't even seek help. They gave up on themselves a long time ago. BRB, need some water. Sozio looks you in the face, and you see pain in his eyes. Don't misunderstand me. I don't condemn them. Quite the opposite. I want to help. And to do so, must look after myself first. Not only to treat and support them, but to remind them that there's something else besides war. There's a normal world out there. A place where blood doesn't stain the ground and people don't sleep in trenches, and a place where, as you said, they even occasionally have tea parties. You think they can be helped? The chaos here will keep driving people insane, no matter what you do. Yes, sometimes it feels like my work is pointless. Like I'm building a house of cards in the middle of a storm or holding off an avalanche with a teaspoon. At those moments, I pray to Shallan. The goddess reminds me that nothing is in vain. It's difficult to control the madness of war, but it's possible. What is a servant of the goddess of beauty doing in a war zone? I'm doing what the goddess destined me for, to keep our fighters safe. I'm confident in our victory. The god of good are on our side, so the gods of good, so we cannot fail. But victory is not enough. I do whatever I can to help those who are holding off the forces of the abyss, so they may live long enough to see victory, without losing themselves along the way. Every one of our soldiers deserves a home where people love them and are waiting for their return. When our soldiers are finally able to go home, on that day, I may earn the right to lay down my weapons forever. Oh, I can actually flirt with him, but I don't want to. I'm flirting with someone else. I'm sorry, Sozio. You're a handsome fella. Tell me about your brother, Trevor. He's always been my hero, ever since we were children. I was a coward, always telling petty lies, always running away from danger. Trevor always ran toward it. He had this saying, an army stands until peace comes. A lie stands until the truth comes out. He never lied, never let injustice pass. Never... He was 8 when he said he was going to be a paladin. And he always went toward that goal, day after day, never looking back. I remember the day he went off to fight. I thought, this is it. The war will finally end. Trevor will defeat all the demons and close the ward wound. But... yeah. My pleasure. I feel like this is one of those cliche moments where he will find out that his brother actually left willingly, or he betrayed everyone, or he just quit, joined the cultist, or Baphomet, or whatever it is.
Forwards.
And it's gonna break this sense of him. being good. So this is a longbow +1, which is nothing compared. Nothing compared to what my main is using. Yeah, ours is already much better. Let's rest. Remove the corruption when we can. While we can, actually. Oh, I can actually leave the area from here. Nice QLL. Really nice. Really nice indeed. Oh, I also have to eat... no, use this recipe. There we go. And I need to find the storyteller. I'm not sure if he's here anymore. Can anyone tell me if he's here? Or if not, when am I gonna find him? Don't really need this one. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna use this one. Okay, can I scribe? Hey, Faye. Hi. So great to see you here. Okay, I guess I can. I have a couple of those. No, actually, let's go for enlarged person. Yes. The C here is 3? This is awful. Okay, Wojif, you're in. Alright. How's it going? Well, I'm a little bit tired, but it's not tiredness. As in I need to sleep or something else. No. I don't know, it's just a bit down, I guess. Guess you guys can hear it in my voice that I'm like, blah, you know, kind of zombie. I feel you. It's only Tuesday, man. Only Tuesday. Okay, let's leave the area altogether. And let's leave Sozio behind. Don't need him. Don't want him. I'm gonna take Wojif back because we need more frontline. And I'm gonna keep Nenio because of her quest. Okay, we gotta come here. Someone's on the road. Uh-oh. When it's something like that... Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. When it's something like that, it's rigged. Day 1. 90th month. Oh, okay. Right, we are already on the next month. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Galarian. So common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller would encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural powers at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the world wound is known for. You, the rain of eyeballs? Should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly of travelers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that the place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and her army walk up the high bank of the West Sullen River, where it draws near the border of the world wound. The soldiers' felt feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon, rising to dirty rust. As it arcs above the soldier's heart, it regains its familiar azure hue. Azure hue. Azure hue. Kind of hard to pronounce that. The soldiers whisper and grumble. The commander feels eyes upon her back. Somewhere among them, wearing simple armor and unrecognized by anyone, the ruler of Mendav is standing and watching the new commander closely. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk to... I forgot to talk to the... The commander gives a signal to wait and climbs to the highest point along the bank. Then she decides to address the soldiers and boost their morale. Nice. Establishing rapport with her troops is yet another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose face and authority. Addressing the army on the border of the World Wound, the commander seeks to establish herself as a military leader on this new battleground. And her efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes that the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers step wearily beneath the shroud of low black clouds. It's like the World Wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendav. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes, one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. The power of the elements on one side of the scales. The soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the World Wound has ended in their favor. Oh yeah, Faye, we changed difficulties. By the way, hello everyone. If you haven't been here since the beginning or since yesterday, I've changed difficulties from normal. I was playing normal, the game is recently released, and it was kind of a mess. Much like the game previously to this, Pathfinder Kingmaker. It took about a month for Pathfinder Kingmaker to be able to be played in harder difficulties. And, well, let's say that the final acts, like the final parts of the game, were really, really messy, and most people had to restart their runs. So to be safe, I started my run a week after the release. We had finished Solasta, we took our time finishing another game, and then I started on normal, because it's the one difficulty that most people are going to be playing on. And also because of that, it's the one it's more like test proofed. So there's less bugs, and maybe is more stable for having less stuff in general, performance wise. So I changed to normal when we started. And yesterday, actually, I changed back to core. So it's harder than before. It is much harder than before right now. Yes, it's core. So the final 3 difficulties is core, hard, and unfair. And there is 4 or 5 difficulties before this one. Let me see. So yeah, we were in normal. So there's this. And we're here now. Yeah. We're like core. So we're the intended difficulty for people who have played Pathfinder before. That's pretty much it. So core is those who are familiarized with the system already. And normal is for those people who... There's 2 more difficulties, yes, but they are very unstable. I only changed to core because I read in forums and I was like... there was certainty that core was okay to be played at, pretty much. There's 2 more difficult. Imagine playing on expert. Yeah, I do intend to play both hard and unfair in the future. After a while, like, let's say a year from now, like these runs are gonna take a lot of a lot of days for me to finish because we're gonna be having at least 300 hours of this game, and if you divide them in 3 to 4 hours that I play per day, then it's gonna take me around 90 days to finish. 90 streams to finish the game. Which means I cannot finish, like, I won't finish Pathfinder and restart another run. Just, no one's gonna want to watch that. So, a year from now, I do intend on playing on hard and do an evil run. A Lich evil run. Yeah, that's what I want to go for. Or maybe more, maybe Legend or Swarm That Walks. You know, something out of my comfort zone. I'm used to playing chaotic, I'm not used to playing evil. I do tend more to evil than good, but in any case, evil runs are kind of hard, kind of have to kill a lot of people, and I always RPG the best I can in games like this, which means I take it seriously. If I'm chaotic and there's a chaotic option, I have to go for it. That's pretty much how I play. So I'm true to my character. I am true to my character. All these dots over here, all these dots are things that I replied as. So as being chaotic. So when I'm talking to people, when I'm acting, when I'm reacting, anything, you tend to go to other sides if you want to, because you might be willing to go for another type of answer. But I stay true to my enlightenment always. I do tend to good, so you see there's a good option over here. Like I did good sometimes, there's a blue thing, but there was a big red patch where it did some evil. Kind of free. But yeah, so this game is very... there's a lot of things that you gotta be watching out for, you know, a lot of things that you gotta read, you gotta know about it. It's not for everyone to sit down and read and understand all of this. Now you see all the history of my alignment. I do tend to go for more evils than goods, but mostly chaotic. So yeah, I love this game so much. It's so hard. It's so great. It's just so amazing. Let's go to fight more in the army. Yeah, the Pathfinder is known for having other games, like mini games within it. So this is the one in Wrathoftherighteous where we kind of play Might and Magic. Oh, what is this? Hello? General's actions. Once per round before the action of any allied unit, a general can use an ability or a spell. The abilities of generals in the fighter and ranger classes have a limited number of uses per battle, so I can only use 7. Spells of a wizard do not have the restriction, but their use requires spending the general's energy. Each day, generals restore 10% of their max energy. But this... And this is my infirmary size. It doesn't really say how much, but I know that it's 100. Okay. Oof. Let's kill one of them first. Oh, I should have used an ability. I guess it's fine. I'm sickened? Why is he like this? Okay, you gotta kill 7 there, bro. Good job. Another round.